Aquarius, welcome to your singles reading. So I'm going to start here with where you are mentally. Let's just jump in and see where are you mentally when it comes to dating and relationships. Where are you emotionally? Any blocks or barriers? What's the advice here for you? Tell me about the person coming toward you. Okay, one more. Okay, I'm not getting one more. I'm getting two. Okay, let's get any kind of timing around this. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I am getting the Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is a card of confidence, you being able to create your own abundance. So you're sitting in this very independent, I can take care of myself energy. But what's interesting about your reading is that I was struggling to get something out of your emotional space. It took a lot of shuffling for me to get a card that felt like it was going to be the right card for you. And I say that's interesting because in your mental space, I got the King of Cups. And so the King of Cups is a lot of the mental maturity and intelligence. From a headspace standpoint, you're trying to come at it from a very balanced perspective. And so you're trying to be realistic in your expectations of another person. So not having this kind of romanticized version of what love looks like or something from a novel that's just not real. You're coming at it from a very practical approach, but understanding that everybody has their flaws, everybody has their strengths, understanding it from that perspective. And I get that mentally, you really want to put yourself out there. But when I look at where you are emotionally and getting the Three of Swords, this indicates you're still dealing with some sort of heartbreak. You're healing from something here in the past. And so when I look at the blocks and barriers here, I'm getting the Ace of Swords. Now, the Ace of Swords, it's a card of clarity, but it's also letting go of this heartache from the past, any kind of pain that you might have endured. It really is working through it so that you can release it and move forward. Because mentally, you're there. You want to move on. When I look at the advice here, I'm getting the Queen of Wands, which is taking action, and it feels like it's continuing the progress that you've made here relative to healing from some sort of past heartbreak. King of Swords, getting all of it kind of cleared through you, releasing that energy. So keep moving forward, keep taking the action, learning the lessons, identifying the red flags, understanding where everything went wrong here in the past so that you can prevent or minimize that from happening again. Because I'm also getting Temperance here. And so finding the internal balance. Your head and heart are not completely in alignment right now. The Temperance energy, that Sagittarius energy says, let's balance it out. Let's get the yin yang kind of together here, that inner masculine and feminine energy, and find a way to create that balance. And so then when I look at the person coming towards you, I am getting the Page of Cups, the Tower. It was the Tower. I was like, no, we're getting more cards with that one. And the Nine of Swords, the King of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Cups. And so what I'm getting here is Tower and the Nine of Swords. This person has had their own experience, negative experiences when it comes to dating. And so they've had some sort of breakthrough where they're releasing their own fears, stress, anxiety, anything around relationships, and probably even commitment, this energy. Page of Cups. So when they come forward, they're going to wear their heart on their sleeve. And that's a really good thing because when you can overcome some sort of pain and you put yourself out there emotionally, you're honoring who you are. And that's how this person is coming across. They're coming across as very pure, very true blue kind of person. They're very honest in their intentions here. And with the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups, they really mean what they say. They're looking for something stable and long lasting. Knight of Cups, they'll move forward. They'll put in the investment into the connection as long as they see it's worthwhile. I could not get those words out. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get more. All right. I'm apparently not going to get sentences out today. So with that King of Cups in your mental space, focusing on your emotional space, what I'm getting here with it is a Knight of Swords. And so this is about you seizing some sort of opportunity. When you feel like you've met somebody worthy, you're going to absolutely jump all over it. You're going to invest in the person, put yourself out there, almost kind of forcing your heart to catch up to where your mind is, because mentally you're there. You want to move forward. So let's get this Three of Swords. Lovers showing up here. And so the Three of Swords with the Lover's energy does indicate that you're working on it. You're working on it from a perspective of prioritizing this. That's how this is coming across right now, because the Gemini energy with the Lovers is about the choices that you make. And right now you're prioritizing healing, prioritizing your emotional well-being so that you can find the right person, because you don't want to call in somebody who is in the same place that you are right now, or even that you were just a few months ago. You want somebody who's going to come in balanced. Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Tower. You're going to have your own breakthrough here. It feels like it's going to happen here at any moment. That Tower energy, that sudden change, that sudden awareness on what you need to let go of, the lessons connected to it, the realization that this is holding you back, that feels like it's coming here at any time. So the block and barrier isn't really a block and barrier. It's just more timing than anything else. So let's get anything else you need to know from an advice standpoint, because you're doing the work now. I can see it. So what I'm getting here is connected to your state of mind. So when you meet somebody, it's focusing on the Three of Pentacles, building a strong connection here, something grounded and stable, long lasting, might even be a slow moving energy. Take it as it makes sense for you and the person that you're meeting. But the Six of Wands, focus on success, focus on victory here. It's not about sitting in any kind of negative energy, wondering if you're going to end up back in a place of feeling heartbroken. It really is about, let's build something stable, long lasting. And if I take my time, then I'm going to understand whether or not this is the right person for me. Now, I say that with, you've got this King of Pentacles coming towards you. It's not about the gender. It's about the stability of the person. So that is a very strong, stable person. Let's get anything else you need to know about this person coming towards you. Page of Swords. So Page of Swords, Page of Cups, they're going to ask a lot of questions because they're coming at it from the same place that you are. They are mirroring you in a lot of ways, and they are looking for all of those red flags just like you are. And so they're going to put themselves out there, but also ask all of the questions. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. And so the person's coming through from a balanced place. So everything that they're asking about, it's not to dredge up the past or anything along those lines. It's really so that they can understand whether or not you're worth investing on from their perspective. I get the sense that it will happen. It's just a matter of timing. So speaking of timing, we had the Lovers card showing up here from a timing perspective, but that it's not a strong timing card. So let's see, what else do you need to know about timing? Knight of Pentacles. This could be fast or this could be slow. I'm not getting strong timing out of this one. So that tells me it's going to be different for everybody watching. The Lovers indicates it could happen at any moment. It's a matter of just you meeting the person. Knight of Pentacles. It could take time if you're really just being very methodical and strategic in your approach and just taking your time to get to know people before you dismiss them. So the timing, it really feels like it's going to be up to you. It actually feels like it's more connected to the Tower than anything else. When you have the breakthrough and the awareness, it feels like things are going to speed up on the other side of that kind of, that disruption, that chaotic energy. There's some sort of stability on the other side of it. So Aquarius, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.